Hi Aquarius, welcome to your 23rd to the 30th of October 2023. So this is going to be general guidance messages for the week ahead. If you want to book a reading, there is brand new readings in store, self-healing, soul contract readings, lots of new additions. Just because my store was kind of basic. You can also book a specific questions reading now as well. That's been a big seller this week, but I think it's because people really want that to just ask specific questions. If you want the 2024, it is on its best price for the last week. It is an amazing reading, so check them all out in the iDot. Locals community is below, and also the link to the website is below. Like the video and comment. Okay, so for yous, I feel like with the Ace of Swords, like this could be actually a really good week, because the Ace of Swords can be someone who's in the crown chakra. So it could also be a person who, no matter what is going on, you're in the bigger picture this week. So this can be a person who's seeing very clearly, or they're being honest with themselves, because that's what the Ace of Swords can be. So this can be a person who, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life, you're just seeing the bigger picture. So this can be seeing the bigger picture of why you ended up where you've ended up. This can be someone who wants to live through the truth. Okay, some of you, I think a talk is coming this week, so something is being clarified this week. You could be having a talk with somebody, they could be having a talk with you. Some of you, there's an amazing job coming your way. So I have obviously got another job, and I was dealing with a client, and they asked me, they said, am I going to get this job? And she's an Aquarius, and she got the job. Okay, so what I'm saying is, I feel like for Aquarius, some of you is like you're on your way to landing a really, really good job. Okay, so good stuff is coming. Okay, I feel like for some of yous, you need to drop someone this week. So some of yous, I feel like there's the talk, right? We need to talk coming. And I feel like basically it's going to be either someone's going to say this to you, we need to talk, but I feel like something's coming to an end. Okay, so it could be that someone's been dating someone, but they're kind of getting bored of it not going somewhere. It could be that you've been dating someone, but you only see it as basically hookups and fun. And what I'm getting is this person is going to start to question you this week, and your job is to just be honest. That's it. Okay, just be honest, just say, I don't really see this as much more than dating, or so there is some kind of talk that's going to take place. Someone's not going to be happy. I think it might be a Leo for some of yous, but it could also be that you want to talk to this Leo, but this Leo tells you that they don't want to be with you. It could be that this person wants to talk to you, and you've got to tell this person it's time to close it out, because it's not going anywhere. So I feel like some of you, this is a woman who's leaving your world. And for the Aquarius man who's been trying to hold on to this woman, I feel like this woman's not happy and she's done. Okay, I feel like this person is really stepped into the higher self, and I feel like they just feel like you can't provide what they need on a higher level. And the woman is walking away, and she's closing out this chapter. But you're going to get the truth, you're going to get honesty this week. It could be you're honest with people, or they're honest with you, but there is the need to be truthful. Okay, tell me about the good stuff for Aquarius this week, please. Tell me about the good stuff for Aquarius this week. The Strength card. It reversed. I feel like someone is kind of waking up to the reality that certain people or a certain person does nothing but trigger them, frustrate them. They're just angry all the time in this job, around this person, with these people. Okay, I feel like for the Aquarius woman, this is you. So you're leaving a masculine. It could be a water sign or a fire sign, definitely Aries, or Cancer, but I feel like you're leaving a water sign because you're just tired of this person. You're never going to get what you want with this person. You're never going to get a lasting commitment, so you're leaving this behind you. Okay, you're done dating people who are dating multiple options. You want the Ten of Cups. For the Aquarius woman or the cross watcher, you're done dealing with this Aquarius. You're done with other people meddling within this connection. You're done with them seeing other people. You're done. You're out. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a showdown this week, and I'm getting strong Leo, and I just did Leo, and Leo was kind of frustrated and angry. So I do feel like for some of you Aquariuses, you're dealing with a boss who could have been causing you problems, but I get it as someone just walks away. So I feel like you've been in a job where there's been a manager or there's been a boss who's been causing you problems, and this week like someone's just like, I'm out. So this can be handing in your resignation. It's like, I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. Okay. Tell me about the stuff that Aquarius needs to be aware of the 23rd to the 30th. 6 of Wands reversed. Staying in things that are not going to be victorious. Staying in things that are not going to move forward, continuing to do the same thing over and over again. See, the 6 of Wands is victory, it's success. I feel like some of you are working with coaches, or you're working with people who you're hoping will make you successful, but they won't. This is what I'm getting. You need to be working with people who can bring you to your power, who can execute, who can deliver results. But the 6 of Wands is all about victory, it's all about success, it's all about moving forward. And what I'm getting for some of you is you're in a job or you're in a dynamic emotionally, and it's not going to be victorious. So what you've got to be aware of this week is continuing to stay in those dynamics, hoping for success when it's not going to happen. I feel like some of you have been dealing with this person, it could be for a decade. So it could have been for 4 years to a decade, because you got a 4 and a 10. So some years I think you've had this in and out with this Leo, or this in and out with this Cancer, or it could be anyone Aries, for years, you know. And I feel like it's never going to end up in a marriage or a lasting relationship. Some years have been in this career, you've been breaking your back, showing loyalty, and it's like, it's time to leave. But all the signs as a theme got this week. I feel like it's about, on the back end of the eclipse in Libra, it's about leaving the old things behind, leaving cycles behind where we settle for less than we deserved. The eclipse in Libra, the severance, is about contracts. So a lot of people sign contracts, right? So every time we get involved with a person, every time we do a job, every time we take a property, we sign a contract, right? It's an investment. But the problem with people is they sign the contract and they don't think about how many years of their life that contract is going to take. You know? So the next cycle for you is being aware of the contract, being aware of the terms and conditions, what you're signing, because it could take years of your life again, right? But some of you are definitely doing it. You're closing out the cycle. And for the Aquarius man, you could be closing out the cycle, because I feel like you're just like, I feel like this fire sign woman she could even be aggressive. So this could be a woman who cheats. It could be a woman who physically hurts you. She could physically touch you. And I feel like you've just had enough. Okay, so this is someone who's really standing in the power, they're standing in the truth, they're speaking the truth, they're executing. But that's the message this week, it's time to execute. But I think for some of you keep having the talk and it just ends up being the same results. You keep having the talk with the person, but it just keeps being the same outcome. Something's just not good, something's just not good for your long-term future. Okay, you're going to have to cut something out. Some of you it's a job, you're going in a new direction financially, and some of you it's a person. Okay, so you got the King of Swords with the Fool. For those who are cross-watching, I think you're dealing with an air sign, and this guy, you just go in circles with him. So for the Aquarius woman, you're dealing with either a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay, or an Aries. But whoever this person is, they're detached. Basically this person could be brutal at times, and you just keep going in circles. This can be a person who doesn't want a commitment. This person doesn't want to settle down, they don't want to get married, they want to act like your wifey while keeping their options open with other people. This is someone who will waste a great deal of your time. This is a person who will waste a great deal of your life, and you'll just never get a commitment from this person. You'll never get stability from this person. Okay, I do feel like for the Aquarius man or for the Aquarius woman, some of you are coming out of a period of conflict, a period of healing. So this could be a person who's been very retreated. So this person has kind of been hiding. They've been in retreat. They've been in heartbreak, because you've got the 3 swords hanging over this person's head. So some of you might have been through a hard time. This can be illness as well. I'd say as well for the Aquariuses who've been going through a hard time when it comes to illness, you're coming back to your best. But some of you, if you've been feeling run down, because the message here is to basically look after yourself. Because the Sun card upright is being full of vitality, being full of life, but this reversed is being run down. But I also think they're doing a lot to us as well. That's something I've noticed. Because when you look at people, they just look proper checked out and tired. So I reckon they're doing all kinds to us, to keep us in our limbic system and just keep us like... It's almost like when you look at people, it's like they're drugged out. And it's just like you're tired all the time, and that's not how young people should be. That's not how, like older people are like that. But, even like a 36-year-old, I feel tired all the time. It's not normal, I mean, I know as you age, you're kind of not as you was when you were younger, but still, like, you shouldn't be exhausted at 36. So yeah, some of you, again, you need to really be careful who's getting your energy. You need to look after your health this week, okay? Some of you need better sleep. Some of you might be in a job where you work nights, or you might be in a job that really isn't good for your sleep cycle. So something needs changing for you, something needs to end. That's what I would say with the Death card. For the Aquarius woman, it's with a water sign man. I feel like what needs to end is a man who's wishy-washy. See the way he's got the cup and he's keeping the cup like close to his chest. I feel like these people who just won't open up, they won't invest, like let them go. Or let him go or her go. But I also get this as a really good reading. So some of you, I get it as like when it comes to money, when it comes to career opportunities, this is really good. This King of Swords is taking a risk. He's taking a new path when it comes to building something. Okay, this is being out in the community, connecting with people, selling things to people. This could be, for example, you've got a product, and by reaching out to people in social media or people with big communities, you could sell a lot of product. So a lot of money can be made this week, but you have to change your approach with how you're selling your idea or your product or your service. But a lot of money can be made this week for sure. Okay, the Death card doesn't have to be bad. This could be going from someone who's always trying to make ends meet to barely selling anything, to basically getting high-level clients, lots of contracts and lots of money. But again, for some of you Aquariuses as well, like there is a loss of a job, or it could be something financially is given to somebody else. So for the Aquarius man, you might not get the job might be given to a Scorpio. Or it could be given, because Scorpios tend to have a lot of depth, so maybe the person who gets the job has got a lot more experience than you, and so that's why they get the job. But you're being told to basically keep looking forward and look for another job. Don't take rejections to heart. I think if Aquarius is in its higher self this week, even though something's coming to an end and it's quite painful, your higher self is telling you it's for the better, right? For those who are cross-watching, for Aquarius, like deep in yourself, even though you're gutted, even though you don't want it to end with this person, you know it's for the best. Because it's kind of like you're not getting nothing, there's no, especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius man, because see the way the pentacle is behind the man, so basically he's not willing to invest. He wants to be a fool. He wants to be a playboy. He doesn't want commitment baggage. He wants to date. It's the whole spiel of like, I'm just not ready. That type of stuff. So for those who kind of like don't torture yourself, like, and don't be out here being a beggar and asking some man for like a deeper commitment, right? If men want to commit, they're going to commit naturally. You're not going to have to force them to commit. Okay? But for some of you who've been doing the work, like, this is really good. Like, some of you, the money's coming in, some of you, a solid relationship is coming in. You're also being told to keep your options open, and then when the right person comes along, it'll just be strong, it'll just be natural. The energy will feel right, the emotion will feel right, and the way the two hands are together is it's two people feeding into each other. It's not a one-sided situation. Because I do think for some of you Aquariuses or cross watchers, you're dealing with someone who's set it up where it's beneficial to them, but it's painful to you. You know? And that's what these fuckboys do. They have multiple women while you sit there putting your pussy on ice, right? While you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, you're not seeing anybody else, and then they're out there with all other women. Now, we don't care because we're just not fucking with those men. You're tasteless, you're classless, and we don't care. End up. Now, some women do fuck with those men, so if that's the men you're choosing to fuck with, well, that's the consequences you're going to get through fucking with those men. I mean, it's simple as that. Right? They're called fuckboys for a reason. So, yeah, some of you are dealing with, like, you know, but I do think for some of you as well, like, you're dealing with a masculine who's like 40, 50. This guy's never going to get it together. He's got nothing to offer. He's aimless, he's just annoying, right? He's not funny. And I think some of you women have given like a lot of time to this person, but it's time to cut your losses. End of story. You've got to know. I know it's difficult to give years of your life to something and to have it stripped from you, or for it not to work, but it's far worse to carry on and give more years and more energy than to just go, okay, fuck this. So for Aquariuses this week, I do think there's definitely, you know, this is you being in your higher self. This is you doing what's best for your higher self. This is also money. This can be sending your CV out there. There's lots of good stuff here. But some of you, for those who were refusing to accept change or to refuse to accept endings, you're just going to be confused all week. The moon can be like someone who basically is living in a fantasy land, or this person is living out through illusions, or the dynamics that they're in are deceptive, or it can be the person who's being deceptive to themselves, and it's better to just be honest with yourself. Okay, now the Death card was fallen reversed, so this is a person who refuses to put an end to something. But they just keep going in circles in the job or in this dynamic, and it's not going to change. So I'm going to be honest with some of you, like some of you are going to continue to keep fighting for this connection. Some of you, it could be the mother of your child, the father of your child. So you're going to continue to keep fighting for this connection. But again, this person's just going to keep playing you for a fool. They're going to keep their options open. They're not going to be putting emotional investment in. So for Aquarius this week, same as your career. You know, this can be someone who the fears are getting the better of them, and they're choosing the lower self. They're choosing fear over faith. But for those Aquariuses this week who are like, enough's enough, and they're being honest with themselves, and they're seeing people as they are and situations as they are, it could be a great week. This is where you finally cut loose from someone who's just been taking the piss. This is where you start to get your value from your clients. You go from like little means to quite a big job opportunity. But I think you've got to be out there taking risks. You've got to be out there collaborating, connecting. Some of you have got an idea, but it's time to execute on that idea. Some of you know who someone is Aquarius, so now it's time to like do what needs to be done. I'm not saying it's easy, it's clearly painful. But you know what's not easy is when people are playing us for a fool. They're just wasting our life. They're exploiting us. That's not easy either, right? Okay, so I feel like for you this week, like some of you are kind of like dropping your standards, and I think it's time to come to your higher self and listen to choices from your higher self. Okay, appreciation. But some of you, money wise, this is so good, right? Because money wise with this, like there's big money coming in here. You know, I feel like some of you are going to start to like really call people up or network, or maybe you'll do social media marketing or digital marketing or something, but there's big money coming for Aquarius, right? But for those who don't do the risk taking, they don't do the work, you're going to block your blessings. Tell me more for Aquarius this week, please. Okay, Angel of Strength reversed. So this is where someone is really triggered, really frustrated. This can be a week where you're kind of emotional or you're really frustrated, but I feel like the message here is it's because you're refusing to see the truth. For those who are cross-watching for an Aquarius, it's because you just don't want to see who this person is, which is basically holding on to you till a later date but keeping his options open, or her. Someone who's more interested in work projects right now and they're not interested in investing. Some of you are dealing with a married man. So this person's not going to leave this person because they're already married. So I think we use honesty as key this week. But for the single Aquariuses, it's going to be a really, really good week for the women, especially if you're working on independent consultancy, independent business. I think this is really feeling good about yourself, really providing for yourself. Some of you have got a lot of attention, but you're waiting out for the one who it's going to just be a strong, loving, peaceful union. Okay? So the final outcome is hostilities. So I do think some of you are in a job or you're with a person who is constantly hostile, and that's what the Angel of Strength reversed is about. This is a partner who we're always battling. This is a toxic work group or people around us who are toxic, who we're always having drama with. They're people who you need to close the door on. Okay? This is people who strip you of your energy and your power. They're not good for your happiness. Okay? Door to personal healing and happiness. Some of you, by getting rid of this nasty person in your world or these people, this job, and opening the door to either independent work, self-employment, or another company, you're going to move into a period of healing and you're going to move into a period of happiness. Some of you is choosing your healing and your happiness over pettiness. Being selective in your choices, who you let into your world, is really important. Choosing yourself, treating yourself golden, valuing yourself, refusing to settle for less than you deserve, refusing to be with people who've constantly got you second guessing yourself on what things are. Get rid. It's weird because I feel like the collective now just really wants that stability, that peace, those ride or die people. They just want people they can rely on. They're tired of all the madness that's happening out here. The smart people anyway. Or the people who are in the higher self. The people who are unintegrated, they love all the, deception and cheating and because they belong to the devil. Maybe you're still in there. Okay? But that'll only bring short-term gratification. You're devaluing yourself. So remember what we talked about contracts. You can watch your other signs, you can book in a personal, there's lots of amazing readings, you can book in the 2024. Enjoy your week and I'll speak to you soon.